So coming to a comfortable sitting position, that could be on a chair or on your preferred sitting position, however you like it to be. So we will be here for a little while, so making sure you're comfortable and taking a moment to just let tensions go and just try and make yourself comfortable. So it's always advisable to sit on something, just to lift the hips up a little bit. So it could be a pillow or a cushion, whatever you've got. And the feet can be however you like, and the legs however you like, if you want them outstretched in front, or if you want to sit on your knees with pillows or on a chair, however you like. So just taking a moment here, settling down and letting the body relax. So close your eyes if that's okay with you, and feeling any tensions as you're sitting. So becoming extra sensitive to the body, to the reactions of the body. Anywhere where you feel a bit of tension in your legs, letting go. Anywhere in your body that you feel a bit of tension, try to let go. So in terms of your posture, bringing the chin slightly in, just very slightly, so the back of your neck is nice and straight. And bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down, and leave them there. So the shoulders nice, down and relaxed. And the spine straight, so making sure your spine is nice and straight, the chest is wide open, and staying there. So just trying to listen carefully. So we will be doing a hand gesture. So just try to listen rather than look. If you're really struggling, then you can. So in your right hand, bring your little finger to the thumb, and then the middle finger to the thumb, and the two other finger just letting them fold a little bit, but not touching the thumb and the other fingers. So your middle finger is touching the thumb, the little finger of your right hand is touching the thumb. So these two fingers are touching the thumb, and then the middle finger and the index finger and the ring finger are just there. So bringing the hands on your right knee, and then with the left hand, just bring your thumb on top of your on the nail of your little finger, and then you just let the three other fingers curl a little bit. So everything is kind of curled a little bit, so they're not. And just sitting here. So if you haven't quite got it, don't worry, just do any one. The idea is to try and listen rather than watch. So staying here for a moment, and we'll just do a quick scan of the body. So bringing your attention to the feet. And as I name the body parts, if you've come across any tension, letting go. So letting go of any tension that you meet, any tension in your feet, shins and calves, knees and kneecaps, thighs and quads, hips and buttocks, abdomen, stomach, chest, shoulders, hands, fingers, keeping your mudra if possible, and arms, forearms, upper arms, underarms, and the shoulders again, the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, letting go of any tension you come across. If you need to just move slightly, go ahead. And then attention to your neck, releasing any tension. Attention to the face, where a lot of time we keep tension. So lips slightly closed, tongue released from the palate. teeth between, room between the teeth, upper and lower. And cheek relaxed, jaw relaxed, tongue relaxed, nose relaxed, eyes relaxed, so no squinting, eyes really relaxed, and forehead relaxed, forehead completely relaxed. And sometimes bringing a little smile to the face helps with relaxing the whole of the face, relaxing the ears, relaxing the head and the scalp. So the whole body is relaxed here in this position, free from physical tension. Bring your attention to the mudra, to your hand gesture. So this mudra is a stress relief mudra. It's called Sukha mudra in Sanskrit, but it's just stress relief. And if we live a fast-paced, action-packed life, and this is quite helpful. I mean, the activity is quite stimulating, but we need to sometimes just completely stop and consciously address our stress levels. So this is used quite a bit in different traditions as well. And it's something that you can always do during the day to try and release stress. So just making sure the body is nice and straight still. So we will chant Om 3 times. So bring your attention to your breath now. And on your next inhalation, keeping your focus on your mudra if you like, we will chant Om. Sahana bhavatu sahano bhunaktu sabiyam karavavahe tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly releasing the mudra and just opening the eyes slowly. And welcome to today's class. It's nice to see you all. So today what we're going to be working on is we're going to be trying to work on releasing stress at the physical and mental level. So we'll try and see how we can do that. There are many ways, but this is just one of the way that we're going to be working with this. So we're going to do a little bit of neck exercise here, neck and shoulders exercise. So we will bring our hands in prayer. So at the elbows or to the side. So relaxing the shoulders though, and the hands a little bit to the right. Just the hands to the right. And we'll count 10 here. Close your eyes if it feels good. And then bring your hands a little bit up to the side, but still just a little bit up from where you were. for a count of 10 again. 4, and then bringing back to the center, and then bringing your hands a little bit to the left. You can turn a little bit if you like here. So just feeling that in your shoulder and holding the hand. And then a little bit up, just from where you are. So you can twist a little bit here as well. And making sure the elbows are to the side. So don't lean forward, just the hands are quite close to you. And then back to the center and relax. Okay, so we're going to be doing a few neck and a few shoulders exercise first. So if we bring the hands interlace behind the head, and then bringing the elbows to almost to touch. So we'll inhale, we'll look up, the elbows go to the side, and then we'll exhale, the head goes down and the elbows come towards each other. They don't need to touch or anything. So relaxing. So inhale, open, look up. Exhale, look down a little bit, feel the neck. And bringing the elbows in the direction of each other. So a few more, like so. Inhale, opening to the side, looking up. Exhale, elbows touch, looking down. 3 more in your own time. So coordinating with the breath. A couple more. And one more. And then relax. Okay, so that feels quite good, hopefully. So now we'll just do a few shoulder rolls. So we'll just leave the hands quite, so we'll go forward, up, back and down, forward, up, back and down, forward, up, back and down. One more time, forward, up, back and down. And now we're going to reverse. So back, up, forward and down, back, up, forward and down. Keep the hands loose. Back, up, forward and release. 2 more time with your own time. Okay, perfect. And then, so just taking a moment here, observing the effect of the neck and the shoulder. And then we're going to do one last exercise for the neck. So if you want to bring your right hand to your left ear, and then bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder, making sure the left shoulder is nice and relaxed down. So staying there. And if this is too much for you, you don't have to press so much with your right hand. You don't even need your right hand there. But if it feels good, then you can find your nice sweet spot. Be sensible what you do. Can be just a tiny one. And then if you want to just move the tip of your nose towards the right or the left, you can feel that the stretch changes quite a lot. So it's quite funny, but experiment with just moving the tip of your nose, nothing else. just the tip of the nose. And then slowly bring your head back to the center and relax. And then the other side, left hand to right ear if you want, or you can just forget about that bit. So then we bring this time left ear to left shoulder, and then relax that right shoulder and feel the stretch there. If it feels good, close your eyes. And if you can feel any stretch, if you can direct your out breath there. And when you're breathing out, try and let go a little bit of tension if possible. It might be possible, might not be. Couple more. And if you want to experiment, just moving the tip of your nose, see whether the stretch changes for you. And then slowly release, bringing the head to the center slowly. And then we'll just move the head forward, chin forward and back. 2 more times, forward and back. And then we'll slowly turn the head to the right, very slowly. And then center. Exhale, turning to the left slowly. And back to the center. And then we'll come up slowly into a standing position. Okay. All right, so we're going to be doing something really, really simple here. And but I want you to get the breathing right. So what we're going to do is I'll just demonstrate first. So we'll be standing hip distance, or a little bit more than hip distance. So hip distance is bringing the heel to the opposite arch, and then turn your foot. So that's hip distance, and then you can just walk one foot to the other side, to either side, or just feel somewhere where it's comfortable for you, or you can just stay at hip distance. So I will explain what we're going to do. So we're going to inhale, and then we'll inhale to the abdomen. And then when we get to the middle here, we will inhale through the chest. And then we will inhale a little bit more to the clavicle. And then we will exhale down, down, down. So we're just going to try and coordinate this with the breath. So bringing your palms facing to the middle of the room. So inhale, abdomen. So when you get here, inhale a little bit more to the chest. If it feels good, inhale a little bit more. And then bringing one hand on top of the other. Just make a note which one. And then exhale, coming down, palms facing down. Exhale a little bit. Exhale a little bit more. And exhale a little bit more completely. And then when you get down, you can just exhale a little bit more here. So letting everything out. So let's do that a few more times. So palms facing the middle, inhale up. Feel the sensation in your hands. Inhale, abdomen. So when your arms go to the side, inhale the clavicle, the chest. And then when you go up, cross the arms the opposite way. The clavicles full now if it feels good. And then exhaling, palms facing down here. Clavicle down, chest down, and abdomen down. When your arms get here, you exhale a little bit more. And then relax. Hands to the original position. So let's do this a few more times. So coordinating with your own breath. So inhale. feeling 100% present in what you're doing, coordinating with the breath. Cross the hands the opposite way. And then exhaling, clavicle, chest, and belly, and a little bit more. So just really feeling deep breath in and deep breath out. Cross your hands the opposite way if you remember. And then exhaling, palms facing down. And then when you're down, just exhale a little bit more, one last time. So feeling the sensation in your fingers as you're doing that. And then the breath in the different places. And then exhaling completely. And then when your arms are down, just take a moment and feel the effect of the body. So we're going to be moving to sun salutations, just normal sun salutation to begin with. And then we're going to be doing something else with the breath. And there will be that feeling of letting go. So now coming to getting ready for sun salutation. So if you want to do any variation, any modification that you need, then that's fine. So we won't be doing too many. If you want to do the 6-way stretch or anything else, please go ahead. So feet either together or a little bit apart, whatever works for your body. Tuck the pelvis under, open the chest, and just feel here and feel your weight on all the corners of the feet. So you're not forward or back. So every even weight on all the corners of the feet. The toes are relaxed. So if you were to just lift your toes up, that would be no problem at all. You're not gripping with the toes. So that's somewhere sometimes when we're gripping with the toes, that's tension that we don't need. It's good to become sensitive to these places where we keep tension. So now, so inhale, exhale your palms together at the heart center. Inhale up, you can choose your arm position. Go up first and then a little bit back. You don't have to go back too much. And then using an exhalation coming down. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Let the neck hang. Bring your hands to either side of the feet. Inhale, right leg back, right knee on the floor, looking up to the ceiling. So feel that chin stretch, looking up as much as feels good for you. And now we're going to go into the plank pose. So all fours first, keeping the upper body completely still. Out, just bring the one leg back, whichever, come on those toes, on all the toes. And then without moving the upper body, just lift the other knee up and then look slightly ahead of your mat. So in this position, bring the shoulders a little bit away from you so that the upper back is nice and straight and not hunched. So slowly bring the knees on the floor, uncurl your toes, exhale down, bring your chest down, your forehead down, and then slide your body into one straight line. And keep your feet close together, coming up into baby cobra. So we'll lift our hands off the floor, we'll look up. And then we'll bring the hands, so look up in the direction of the ceiling. With an exhalation, curl your toes, coming up into downward dog. You can keep your knees bent here. If your heels go in the direction of the floor or touch the floor, that's okay. If not, then just release them in that direction. So just letting go here. And now we want the right foot in between the hands. So you can, if you know how to do that, you can do. Otherwise, bring the left knee down first and then bring the right foot in between. Both hands to the side looking up to the ceiling. And then curl your back toes under. So just go back a little bit. So you've got the momentum to slide your left foot to land lightly by your right foot. So let the body hang here, and your hands are by the side of your feet. And bring the center of gravity slightly forward. And then with a flat back first, bending your knees, bring your arms back, and then coming up with a nice flat back. Go up first. Exhale. And then exhale, coming back to the center. So we'll do the same thing on the left-hand side. So now we're just going to be breathing deeply. Inhale and exhale completely, palms together. Inhale completely. Feel that breath really deep. Exhale, coming down. And once you're down, exhale a little bit more. Inhale, left leg back, left knee on the floor. In, looking up. Exhale into plank pose. So we'll take extra breaths here. So coming into the plank pose, so we'll inhale and exhale. We'll take one breath here. Inhale. And using an exhalation, we'll bring the knees down, chest down, exhaling completely. And then inhale, baby cobra still. Bring the hands off the floor, looking up. Breathe as much as you can. And then hands to the chest. Exhale deeply. Inhale, left foot in between the hands, so right knee down. Inhaling deep. Exhale. Back foot to meet the front foot. Exhale completely. And now inhale. So back straight. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale up. Feel the openness at the top of your breath. And then exhaling completely. Hands to the heart. And then bringing your hands to the side for a moment. And take a couple of breaths here. So we're going to be completely focused on the breath again. And we'll do the same thing. So we'll inhale deeply and we'll exhale deeply. So inhale deeply. And then exhale completely, palms together. Inhale deeply, up. Back. Exhale completely. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Complete. Inhale, right leg back. Right knee on the floor, look up. So we'll take extra breaths here. Exhale. And then inhale. On your next exhalation, bring the knees down and exhale deeply, coming down to the floor. Inhale into cobra. We'll use the hands this time. And then exhale into downward dog. Inhale deeply, right foot forward, looking up. Exhale deeply, back foot to meet the front foot. Once all the air is out, breathe out a little bit more. And now inhale up. And then breathe a little bit more if it's comfortable. And then exhale, hands to the heart and arms by your side. So one similar to the left. So inhale completely. And then exhale completely, palms together. Inhale up, back, deeply. Exhale deeply, calming down. Let go a little bit more. Inhale, left leg, looking up, deep breath. So breathe, extra breath. Exhale, coming into plank. Inhale. And then exhale, deeply, knees down, chest down, forehead down. Coming forward into cobra, inhale, as deep as is possible in this pose. And then exhale, as deep as you can. In downward dog. Inhale, bring the left foot forward. Right knee down, inhale. Deeply. Exhale, back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, up. Deep breath. When you go up and back, breathe a little bit more. Exhale, hands to prayer and arms by your side. So we'll do one more, so salutation, so one each side. So here we're going to be holding the breaths, and then we're actually going to do a moon or salutation. So we're going to be holding, and we're going to be adding one pose in this. So take a breath if you need to. And for those of you who are used to doing this, you can try and do this with your eyes closed. If it feels good, it might mean that you traveled a bit on your mat, but that's okay as long as you're safe. So you choose. If you want your eyes open, of course, please go ahead. So inhale deeply, exhale deeply, palms together. So 2 breaths here, 2 more breaths. Deep. On your next inhalation, inhale, arms up and back, opening the chest. And then exhale deeply here. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then on your next exhalation, coming down. Exhale completely. Inhale, left leg back this time. Inhale. Looking up. 2 breaths. Come on the tip of your hands. Check your knee alignment. And now open your eyes if you had them closed. So we'll come into the moon pose. So bring your hands either to the heart, or if you want to, you can bring them in cactus or back, whatever feels good. You choose your arm position and we'll stay there for 2 breaths. So keep your eyes open because it's a balancing pose. With your eyes closed, it might be very challenging. And then bring the hands down, transitioning into plank. So we're going to have 2 breaths in plank. If this is too much for you, just bring your knees down. So 2 big breaths in plank. Deep breath. And then bring your knees down. With an exhalation, bring your chest down and your forehead down. We'll stay 2 breaths in the 8-point pose. Slide the body forward. Inhale, coming into cobra. You can use your hands a little bit here. So feel the breath. So here, because your stomach is on the floor, You can't breathe very, very deep, but you can still breathe however much, as maximum as possible, well, as much as is possible for you. So after you've done 2 breaths, with the exhalation coming down into inverted V, so 2 breaths here. And after the 2 breaths, bring your left foot forward in between the hands. And then this time we go straight into the moon pose. You can choose your arm position. Your hands can just be in prayer at the heart center. 2 breaths in this position. And then coming down into equestrian. So 2 breaths here. Bring the back foot to meet the front foot, 2 breaths. And then inhale up, bend your knees, come up with a nice flat back. Open the chest, 2 breaths. Deep breaths. Exhale, hands to prayer and arms by your side. So the last one, leading with the right leg this time. So moon salutation, inhale. Exhale, completely palms together. Take 2 breaths in this position. Body nice and tall. Feeling how deep the breath is. And now inhale up. Up first and then back bend, opening the chest, 2 breaths. Exhale, coming down, bend your knees as much as you need to. Let the head hang. Hands on either side of the knee. If you can get your palm on the floor, please go ahead. Bend your knees as much as you need to. 2 breaths. Inhale, the right leg back, right knee on the floor, looking up to the ceiling. 2 breaths. Now coming up into moon pose, looking back. And then with an exhalation, we'll go into plank and we'll do 2 breaths there. If this is too much for you, then just stay with your knees down. Bring the knees down, keep the elbows close, bring the chest down and the forehead down. 2 breaths. Feel the breath deep and long. Coming up into cobra, keep your feet on the floor if you can. You can come up a little bit more. And 2 breaths. Elbows close together. And then exhaling into downward dog, 2 breaths. Feel how deep the breath is. Release the heels towards the floor. Now we want to bring the right foot in between the hands, so bring your left knee down. And then once we get here, we'll go straight into the moon pose. So open your eyes. Choose your arm position, but make sure you have a nice openness in the upper body. 2 breaths. And then exhaling, coming down into equestrian, looking forward, or looking up, sorry. 2 breaths. And then with an exhalation, bring the back foot to meet the front foot, just let it float if it does. If not, just get there however you like. Bring the center of gravity a little bit forward. 2 breaths, deep breaths. And then inhaling, coming up, adjust with your breath. Back bend, opening the chest, 2 deep breaths. And then hands to your heart. And then bring the legs a little bit apart. And if it's okay for you, you can close your eyes for a moment. And notice the effect on the body. Whatever sensation you can feel in your hands or anywhere else in your body. And then once you're in this position, just coming on the floor, or just rest for a couple of breaths on the floor, lying on your back in the Shavasana position. And the idea is to use the breath to let go. And so by keeping your eyes closed, you're not getting distracted by anything, keeping the focus in. So inhaling deep again and exhaling deep. So here we're going to be focusing on the exhalation, prolonging the exhalation. And then when you are at the end of the exhalation, see if you can exhale a little bit more. Similarly, when you've got to the top of your inhalation, see if you can breathe a little bit more. So you've got to think about the length of the exhalation being longer than the inhalation. And you've also got to think about at the top of the inhalation to breathe a little bit more if possible. No forcing, of course. And then at the end of the exhalation, letting go a little bit more. And when you let go, you can just feel you're just settling into the floor even more and letting go. So that feeling of letting go. A few more breaths here. So when we focus this much on our yoga practice, it changes quite a lot. It brings quite a lot of sattvic qualities. It brings a lot of focus to the mind and concentration to the body, to the mind, which is very helpful, and relaxation as a result. Being completely present in the yoga practice helps to make deep impressions in the body that get stored as impressions. So doing the yoga practice with joy, with utmost concentration. So a couple more breaths here. And now we're going to do a few more asanas to kind of focus on tension as well. So if you want to slowly come up into sitting, so we will sit with our legs apart. So taking a moment and then making sure you're sat on the sit bones. So if you're like this a little bit, just change, just move. So the legs don't have to be too wide apart, just whatever is comfortable. And then we're going to be doing churning the mill. So again, this idea of letting go. So we hold a lot of tension physically in our abdomen and even mentally. So that gets quite tense. So we just want to focus on here and releasing some of these tensions. So bringing your hands interlaced in front of you, shoulder height. So releasing the shoulders. And then we're going to be, so I'll demonstrate for those of you who don't know. So we'll be inhaling, we'll be going round. And then for one half of the circle, exhaling the other half of the circle. or you can just adjust as you like. So the distance between sorry, the floor and your hands has to be the same wherever you go. And when you go back, make sure the back is nice and straight. And then coming forward, go as far as you can. And then going back. And then going. So if you want, you can inhale for one half of the circle and exhale for the other half. So you can choose how you want to coordinate with the breath, but keep the attention there all the time. So inhale when you're going clockwise, if you like, and then exhale the other way. So just make a note whether you're going clockwise or anti-clockwise, or if that doesn't make sense, whether you're going this way or that way. So the arms stay straight all the time. Release tension in your arms, in your shoulders. So the heels will be moving ever so slightly, so that's okay. The back is nice and straight, so you don't have to do very big movements, but keeping the back straight is important. The elbows straight is also important. And next time you go to the center, if you need a break, take a break. Otherwise, we're going to go to the other side, so the opposite side to where you were going. Coordinating with the breath. So you need to go as slow as your breath allows. Two more. So slow is what you want. And then relax here for a moment. Do anything that you need to do for your shoulders, for your elbows to feel nice and relaxed. So just stay here for a moment. And so this might not, okay, so we're just going to do a forward bend here. So bending the left foot again, so we were wide-legged still. And then we'll bring we'll just hook our thumbs. Inhale up, exhale, turn to the right toes. Inhale, go up, exhale, bring your hands down, bending. So wherever your hands go, just let them just go on the floor. So it might be that you don't go very far at all, then that's okay. So just staying here. So again, deep breaths. And as you're breathing, notice where you can find any tension. And on the out breath, if you can let go of or channel the out breath there. And when you get there, at the end of that out breath, just let go a little bit more if you can. Deep inhalations here and deep exhalations. If your right foot is going to the side or coming back, or so kind of going to the right or to the left, just make it to the center and keep it engaged. If you can hold your toes, you can do, but if there's no need to. And again, relaxing wherever doesn't need any tension to hold you in the position. Couple more here. So the aim is to find peace in the asana. to let go. So using every breath out to let go physical tension, mental tension, whatever you need, you don't need. And then here, if you're here, then bring your hands together, your palms together again. Go a little bit forward from where you are. And then if it feels good, come up with a flat back. Otherwise, you can just uncurl back. And then exhale, bringing the arms down. So really coordinating each movement with the breath. And now outstretch the left leg, bending the right. So hook the thumbs together, inhale up. Relax the shoulders, exhale, turning towards the left leg. Inhale, go up a little bit more. Using the exhalation, go forward and back, and then just let your arms drop wherever they drop. And here, let your head hang. Keep your left knee straight if possible. And again, keep the foot engaged. So if it's going forward to the one side or the other, try and encourage it to stay forward. You don't need to hold your toes. You can hold anywhere you like. And then once you're in this position, just notice for a moment where you've got tension. Ask the question, is this tension necessary? If the answer is no, then on your next exhalation, try and let go of that tension. Remember, we're still on deep breathing in and out. And if your body is inviting you to go a little bit further on the breath out, you can do. But don't wrestle with it, only if the body is lightly inviting you. Couple more breaths here, letting go. Where's the mind? Keep the mind engaged with the breath. And then bring both palms to touch if it feels good. And then you can stretch a little bit forward and then coming up with a nice flat back. And then coming to the center, arms by the side. Okay, so we're going to come on our knees, on standing knees. So we've done this before. It's just a triangle on the floor. So outstretch the right leg on the long side of the mat, bringing your right foot on the floor if that feels okay. So make sure you've got enough padding under the left knee here. So, and you're nice and straight and relaxed. So take your time to be in this position. And then we'll inhale, both arms up to the sides. And relax, exhale, the shoulders down. Inhale the left arm to up. So you can feel the left arm to the side of the ear. And then bringing the right hand on the right leg. So inhale, stretching up. And then exhale, bending towards the right, sliding your right hand on your right leg, opening the chest. You don't need to go very far, but just slow opening that chest. Again, here, just noticing where you're holding tension. There might be a tendency to hold tension in the thighs and in the quads here, but that's not really needed. So just letting go on the exhalation. Make sure your left knee is nice and padded. So breathing here. So your hand, of course, as usual, your left hand can be on your left waist. It can be straight up, or it can be parallel to the floor by the side of your ear. So you choose, but wherever you go, making sure that the upper body is nice and open. And then coming back to the center, bringing the arms down, and then slowly changing to the other side. So coming into standing knees first, outstretch your left foot leg to the side, bringing your left toe, your left foot on the floor if that goes okay. So you can bring your hands, your feet facing the middle of the room, or if anything else is better for your body. So making sure that your hips are nice and square. So inhale, both arms up, and then exhale, the shoulders down. Inhale, right arm up, stretch. Exhale, left hand to the left leg, and then coming down. So again, remember your right hand can be on your right hip or left hip or straight up or against the ear. So the arm is almost parallel to the floor. So again, where you're holding tension, inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, letting go of tension. And then coming back to the center. And then here, bringing the left foot in front, and we're going to come up into standing for one last time for just one balance pose. So if you can come up without using your hands, come up. If you need to use your hands, that's fine, of course. Okay. So we're going to do a really simple balance pose. So bring your hands interlace on your head, hip distance. So checking your hip distance. So one for your heel to the opposite arch, and then so staying here. So what we'll do is on the inhalation, we will swap the hands so that the palms are facing up, come on the toes. And once you are up there, breathe a little bit more. And then exhaling, coming down slowly. And when you're down, letting go, breathing out a little bit more. So we'll do that 5 times in total. So 4 more times in your own time with your own breath. So head, palms face, touching the head, facing the head. And then inhales, bring the palms facing the ceiling, come up, come on your toes, as high as possible for your body without falling. Inhale when you're at the top, slowly exhale. And when you're at the bottom, just one more, just breathe out as much as you can. So 3 more times in your own time. So once you've done 5, so focus at one point and let your attention there. So keep your attention on one point when you are moving. So this is very important for balance poses, to be focused on one particular point without moving. Okay. So now we will come down for one, just the B breath before we relax. So coming into a sitting position. And here we're going to be doing the B breath. So you all know the B breath. So we'll inhale, and then on the exhalation, the mouth is closed, and we'll prolong the exhalation, and it sounds like a B, like so. So the options are, you can close your ears if you like. So just bring the palm of your hand to close your ears if you want, so you can feel the vibration really inside the body. Or you can just stay here and you can bring the hand in Chin Mudra or Jnana Mudra for facing up or down, and go ahead. So we'll start together and then we will all go at our own pace. We'll do 5 deep breaths. So inhale. You can bring the tip of the tongue to the upper palate if you like. With your own breath. And when you finish, getting ready for final relaxation. So making yourself comfortable and getting ready. So making sure you've got something under your knees. If that feels good for your body, it helps you to relax, or just anything to help you feel completely relaxed. And so in this position, getting ready for Yoga Nidra, lying down in the corpse pose, making yourself as comfortable as possible. Keep your feet apart and let them flop a little sideways, arms slightly away from the body, with the palms of your hands upwards. So in Yoga Nidra, you function on the level of awareness and the level of listening. In dreams, you have no control, but in Yoga Nidra, you're the creator of the dream. Say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I will not sleep. I will not sleep. So making sure that you are very comfortable. And as you're breathing out, say mentally to yourself, relax, let go, letting go. If you have a sankalpa, please bring it now. And become aware of the sounds in the distance. And gradually searching out for distant sounds, following them for a few seconds, moving your attention from sound to sound without attempting to identify the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds. And now develop your awareness of this room you're in, Without opening your eyes, visualize the four walls, the ceiling, the floor. Become aware of the existence of your body. Total awareness and total stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness at all the physical meeting points between the body and the floor. Become aware of the breath. Keep on listening and keep on breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. So now repeat your resolve 3 times, whatever resolve you've got. If you haven't got a resolve, you can use the one we've been using today, which is I am letting go of what doesn't serve me. I'm letting go whatever doesn't serve me. I'm letting go whatever doesn't serve me. Now rotate your consciousness through the different centers of your body. And as quickly as possible, the awareness has to jump from point to point. So please repeat mentally the name of each part after me. Simultaneously become aware of that part. So we begin with the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the spine, the whole of the back together, top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen, whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head, together, legs, arms, back, front, head, together, the whole of the body, the whole of the body, the whole of the body. Now bring your attention to the breath and feel the breath moving along the passage of the navel and the throat without trying to change the breath, just noticing the breath. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. And exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the breath, visualizing the breath. Light going up and down the passage between the navel and the throat. Do not force the breath, simple awareness. Now, awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body, the feeling of heaviness. Please become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You're feeling so heavy that you're sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating away from the floor. Aware of lightness. Awareness of lightness. The experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you're walking on cold floor in winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. The experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you have experienced in your life, mental or physical, recollect that pain. Recollect the feeling of pleasure, any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect the feeling and relive it. Make it vivid. Awaken the feeling of pleasure. Check that you're awake. Now, bringing your focus to your body. Imagine that you are on the ceiling and you see below that your body lying in Shavasana on the floor, practicing Yoga Nidra in your own home, in our virtual space. Now see your body slowly stand up and tiptoe to the door, quietly open it and go outside, closing the door softly behind you. See your body walking outside this building. See the familiar things around you. There is no sense of effort, only lightness. You meet some people that you know, see them, but they can't see you. Watch them as they walk past. Perhaps they're making their usual conversation. Suddenly you find that your body is floating over the sea. Become aware of this. See the dark blue sea glistening below. Across its surface, a ship is steaming. Your body floats like a cloud. Wherever the wind blows, the clouds. Your body is also blown. Wisps of cloud brush past your face. Below you, sunlight reflects off banks of white cloud. Above you, puffs of cloud scurry across a blue sky. Your body is lifted by currents of air and carried over the land, on the ground. Below you see farmhouses, carefully laid out fields, thick forests, winding rivers that reflect the sun. Pause a moment and look closely at yourself. Your body is totally relaxed and on your face is an expression of peace and calm. See your body suddenly immersed in color as it passes through a rainbow. Feel yourself washed and purified by subtle colors: yellow, green, blue, violet, red, orange, golden yellow. Feel the colors penetrating your whole body, nourishing and invigorating you at some deep level. Then slowly make your return. See your body return to the outside of the building. See again the familiar objects. Quietly open the door, walk inside, and close it after you. You lie on the floor, taking care not to disturb anyone. Now, see your body practicing some asanas. Your body rest again in the Shavasana position. Your body resting again. Now, remember your resolve, the same resolve that you had at the beginning. Repeat it 3 times with conviction, emphasis, and belief. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing. Awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical body, your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs. Your body stretched on the floor. Develop awareness of the room you're in. And take your mind out, become completely external. Lie quietly for a few moments, keeping your eyes closed. And starting to move your body, stretching yourself. Please take your time, do not hurry. Anything that you need, any movement that you need, a big yawn, a big sigh of relief, whatever you need. Slowly, slowly. And then coming to one side. And make your way slowly to sitting. There's no rush. Do not rush it. And really just, we will finish with the sound of Om and the closing mantras. Om. 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 Om Sarvesham Swastir Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu,
सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् auspiciousness be unto all, perfect peace be unto all, fullness be unto all, prosperity be unto all, happiness be unto all, perfect health be unto all. May all see good in everyone, may all be free from suffering. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. And thank you very much for joining me today.